Hello, friends, and happy Monday. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. I know we got a little time to relax. Yesterday we had a full day. My nephew was baptized, and then my niece celebrated her fourth birthday. So we had a lot of fun family time, blowing bubbles in the rain, and having fun. I hope you guys had time to relax Sunday and be with family. As I know it's just such a great day to, relax before the rest of the week starts to happen. But I hope you're having a great Monday as well. It's a rainy Monday, but still a great start to the week. Just getting that rain, getting our things to grow in the spring here. So, and also wanted to know, how did last week go as we covered all things kid friendly? Were you guys able to catch those videos at all? Were the ones that you missed? And were you able to actually implement any of the tips into your own space? I would love to hear from you as we, start to dive in past the kid friendly and just more into a welcoming home. So make sure you're texting me. Ask me any questions as well. I'm happy to help in any areas that you need. Because I know if you feel like how I used to feel, that's just the stress and anxiety of living with kids, I would love to help. It does not have to be so burdensome. So catch those videos, catch those tips, and then message me with any other questions. But today we're going to start moving on from kid friendly and into just how do you create a welcoming home for both you, your family, and your guests. What does that even look like? And throughout the next 2 weeks, we're going to be talking about each room in our home and what that looks like and giving tips for the different spaces. This week, we're going to focus on those downstairs rooms, so those more public spaces. And then next week, we're going to focus on the upstairs rooms. So more of those private areas, but guest room will also be a part of next week. So I would love to have you join me over the next 2 weeks as we cover tips for how to create welcoming spaces in your home. Like I said, this is the intro video for it, but I wanted to cover, how do you even start? What does making a welcoming home overall look like? And we honestly start the same place we always start. We just start being inquisitive, asking questions, trying to understand what it looks like for different people. And it all begins with you and your family. Start asking, what makes you feel welcomed into a space? What makes you feel welcomed at home? Is there anything that would make you feel like you were more at home? What does home mean to you? Start asking these questions of yourself and your family, because it's going to mean something different to everybody. And then ask your family and friends also, what does it mean to be welcomed into a home? What do you guys do to help people feel welcome? And just start connecting those dots for who your family is specifically in your family mission statement and the data that you get from other people in your family when you ask these questions. Just start being inquisitive and connecting those dots, and you'll start to, things will start to come to light of what can you do in your own home to make it feel more welcoming. And that's when you can roll into, well, what is your intention for the specific room in your house that you want to tackle first? How can you make that specific room feel more welcome? And I know, as an overall rule of thumb, right, let's just keep it easy. Some of the quick tips on how to create a welcoming home: making sure you have enough seating that's comfortable. No one wants to come and sit on, for instance, a really hard dining room chair for long conversations. And so if you have hard dining room chairs, which a lot of when you have kids, that's what you have, make sure there's enough comfortable seating in your living room so people don't feel so crowded and you can openly have conversations. So just make sure that throughout your home there's comfortable seating to sit and have a conversation. Another big tip is try to hit all of 5 senses. Just run through the list. How does my home feel welcome when it comes to things people hear, right? That what kind of music do you have playing? If you have music playing at all, what kind of sounds do people hear as they're entering your home? Maybe it's just the giggle and screaming, good screaming of kids, and that feels good to you. That's how you want your home to feel. Whatever it is, just understand how your home sounds and how it can be welcoming. Then moving on to things you see, right? What do you see that encourage the feelings that you want people to feel? Maybe that there's a window that's hidden by curtains so that you can see the woods outside. And then moving through to smell. What does your home smell like? Does it smell like a favorite dish of yours? Do you have a diffuser burning with a certain scent? What creates those feelings of welcome when it comes to smell? And then taste. I always say it's a great idea to always have snacks ready to go for those guests. Always have extra food and snacks ready to go for any time someone stops by, or maybe a kid just needs some time to talk with you. And having snacks just really opens up that conversation in a different way. So coming together over food and healthy foods as well just creates a more welcoming atmosphere for both your family and your guests. So the three tips, right? What is home to you? What is those thing at home? What does that mean to you? The second tip is making sure you have enough comfortable seating. And then that third tip, making sure that your space, your home, hits all those senses, that you're running through them and understanding what makes a person feel welcome when you hit all of those senses. I know reading a couple books, I love to read Sally Clarkson books, typical homeschool mom, what can I say? And I love that no matter where they go, because they travel around a lot, if they bring a simple tea towel, candle, in their teapot, that they feel home. And so home can look very different to different people depending on your past and your spouse's past. It can look very different, but just start having that conversation. What is home to you? And it may not be object things. It may just be creating a sense of safety. That feels like home. That's how I want my home to feel. So start uncovering what is home to you. What is home to your family members, and then what is home to your friends and your family as they come over. That way you can start bringing these into your own home, and that's when you'll create that welcoming atmosphere that people just want to sit in and have deep conversations together with. I hope this is as you start to look at your own home. That's the action step today. Start asking the questions. Ask your family. Ask yourself, what are those things? And ask your friends and family. And then tomorrow we're going to start diving in to, let's see, it is my notes here, sorry. I believe it's the entryway. Yep, the first place that people come in that on that. We talked about that last week. We're really going to focus on that front entryway. How can that door to your home, the first impression, how can that be more welcoming? And what are the tips for creating an entryway that is something that you love? I know it's a small room in the house, but it makes such a big difference. So join me tomorrow, and please share this with any of your friends. Share it on your feed. I would love for our community to grow and inspire each other to creating our own Luca Havens at home. I hope you guys all have a fantastic Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow, 1 o'clock, to talk about tips for your front door.